Hello healthy people, welcome back to my YouTube channel. Today, we're exposing the truth behind the 10,000 steps goal, something millions of us chase every day. We see that number everywhere, but have you ever wondered where it actually came from? Is it really the secret to better health, or just a myth we've all bought into? Today, we'll reveal the surprising origins of this number, what science really says about daily steps, and how you can set a goal that actually works for you. Stick around. The truth might just change the way you move. Let's rewind to 1960s Japan, a period of incredible growth and innovation, just before the Tokyo Olympics. The atmosphere was electric, filled with anticipation and national pride as the country prepared to showcase itself to the world. Amidst this backdrop of national fervor, a Japanese company, driven by the desire to capitalize on the health-conscious mood, wanted to sell more pedometers. They were looking for a way to stand out in a burgeoning market. So, with a stroke of marketing genius, they created a catchy name, Man-po-ke, which directly translates to 10,000 steps meter. It was simple, direct, and easy to remember. The interesting thing is, the number wasn't based on any rigorous scientific study or medical consensus. There wasn't a team of researchers poring over data to determine the optimal number of steps for health benefits. It was, in essence, a marketing slogan, carefully chosen because it sounded impressive, aspirational, and most importantly, memorable. It had a ring to it that captured the public's imagination. The visual appeal was also a factor. The character for 10,000 inches even looked somewhat like a person walking, further reinforcing the association with movement and activity. This clever combination of sound and symbol made it perfect for branding, instantly recognizable and easily integrated into their advertising campaigns. And, as they say, the campaign worked wonders. The pedometer sales soared, and the 10,000 steps concept began to take root in the public consciousness. The idea spread like wildfire across Japan, becoming a popular health trend and a daily goal for many. People embraced the simplicity and the tangible nature of tracking their steps. Fast forward to today, and as fitness trackers went global, so did the 10,000 step goal, transcending cultural boundaries and becoming a ubiquitous benchmark for daily activity. Companies like Fitbit, seeking to provide users with achievable and motivating targets, and Apple, with its sleek and user-friendly interface, needed a default target to encourage activity and engagement. So, faced with a need for a simple, easily understood metric, they adopted this easy-to-market number, perpetuating the legacy of the Man-po-ke. Over time, it became deeply ingrained in our culture, not because of rigorous scientific research validating its effectiveness, but because it was simple, easily repeatable, and provided a clear, measurable goal for people to strive towards. The truth? The 10,000 step rule, despite its widespread adoption, was never fundamentally about optimal health or maximizing fitness benefits. At its core, it was ingeniously about selling a product and tapping into the growing health and wellness market. That certainly doesn't mean walking isn't good for you. In fact, it's incredibly beneficial. But the specific number of 10,000 is, in reality, quite arbitrary. Understanding this frees us from the often self-imposed pressure of chasing a marketing myth, allowing us to focus on what truly matters, moving our bodies in a way that feels good and supports our overall well-being. So if 10,000 isn't the magic number we've been led to believe, what does the science actually say about the optimal amount of daily activity for health and longevity? Let's delve into the research and find out what the evidence reveals about the real benefits of walking and how much we truly need to thrive. The 10,000 step goal has become deeply ingrained in our fitness culture. But where did it come from? And is it truly the gold standard for health and well-being? It's a question worth exploring, especially as we learn more about the nuances of physical activity. So, does science actually back up the 10,000 step goal? Not exactly. The truth is a bit more nuanced than a simple universal target. Researchers have diligently studied step counts and their correlation with various health outcomes, and the results, while encouraging, are also quite eye-opening, challenging some of our preconceived notions. One major Harvard study, a significant piece of research, tracked older women over a period of time, and found that accumulating just 4,400 steps a day, a number far lower than the popular target, significantly lowered their risk of early death by a remarkable 41%. That's a substantial impact from a relatively modest amount of daily movement. This was compared to those who maintained a more sedentary lifestyle and walked considerably less. the health benefits continued to increase with a greater number of steps, showing a positive correlation, but these benefits plateaued or leveled off around 7,500 steps, meaning that going beyond that threshold didn't seem to add a significant amount of additional health benefits. Another massive study, encompassing a diverse range of participants, looked at nearly 50,000 people from various locations worldwide. The findings indicated that for adults over the age of 60, the health benefits tended to level off somewhere between 6,000 and 8,000 steps per day. On the other hand, for younger adults, the optimal range, or the sweet spot, appeared to be between 8,000 and 10,000 steps. However, it's important to note that the majority of the health benefits were observed well before individuals reached that 10,000 step mark. The key takeaway from these studies is that incorporating more movement into your daily routine is generally beneficial, but you don't necessarily need to obsess over achieving that specific 10,000 step target every single day. The most significant health gains often come from simply increasing your movement levels compared to your current baseline, particularly if you're currently starting from a relatively low level of physical activity. Remember, every extra step you take throughout the day counts towards improving your overall health and well-being. And feeling pressured to hit an arbitrary number isn't only unnecessary, but it can also be demotivating. Instead, focus on making consistent progress and celebrating those small wins along the way. The science is quite clear on this point. Consistent movement and regular physical activity matter far more than chasing after a specific marketing-driven target. So, taking all of this into consideration, what would be a realistic and sustainable step goal for you personally? Let's break down how you can determine a personalized step goal that aligns with your individual needs and lifestyle. So, how many steps should you aim for? It depends on your age, fitness, and goals. For adults over 60, aim for 6,000 to 8,000 steps a day. This range delivers most of the health benefits. If you're under 60, 8,000 to 10,000 steps is great, but don't stress if you're a bit below that. The biggest improvements come from increasing your steps from a low starting point. If you're only getting 3,000 steps now, try adding 1,000 more each day for a few weeks. Gradual progress is key. Don't jump from 3,000 to 10,000 overnight. Track your current average for a week, then set a small, achievable goal. Once that feels easy, add a bit more. Also, try to walk at a brisk pace sometimes. Intensity matters too. Think of your activity as a spectrum, not a single target. Every step you add is a win. Forget the pressure. Focus on moving more than yesterday. Small changes build a healthier, more active you. Knowing your step goal is one thing. Understanding the numbers on your fitness tracker and setting ambitious targets can be motivating, but it's only the first step. Making it a habit is another, and often the most challenging part. It's about transforming an intention into a consistent action. The secret? Make walking enjoyable. Find ways to infuse your walks with elements that bring you joy and satisfaction, and seamlessly integrate it as a natural and welcome part of your daily life. Think of it not as an obligation, but as an opportunity to recharge and reconnect. Walk with friends or family. Sharing the experience can make it more fun and provide a sense of accountability. Turn exercise into a social event. Catch up on each other's lives, share stories, and enjoy the camaraderie. Listen to podcasts, audiobooks, or music. Immerse yourself in captivating stories, learn something new, or simply groove to your favorite tunes. Keep your mind engaged and entertained. This will help you forget that you're even exercising. Break your walks into shorter sessions. Don't feel like you have to do it all at once. Spread them throughout the day. A little bit here and there can add up quickly. 3 15-minute walks are just as effective as one long one, and often easier to fit into a busy schedule. Explore new routes or parks. Variety is the spice of life, and it can also keep your walks from becoming monotonous. Keep things interesting and discover hidden gems in your neighborhood or beyond. Set small, specific goals. Start with something achievable like walking for 10 minutes a day, like an extra trip to the mailbox or walking to the coffee shop instead of driving. Reward yourself for consistency. Celebrate your milestones, no matter how small. Use your fitness tracker as a motivator, not a judge. It's a tool to help you track your progress, not a source of stress. Try virtual challenges or friendly competitions. A little healthy competition can be a great way to stay motivated. Gamify your steps and make it a fun challenge. Most importantly, listen to your body. Pay attention to any pain or discomfort and adjust your pace or distance accordingly. Some days you'll do more, some less, And that's okay. Don't beat yourself up if you miss a day or don't reach your goal. Consistency beats perfection. It's better to walk a little bit every day than to try to do too much and burn out. Shift your mindset from "I have to walk," which feels like a burden, to "I get to walk," which frames it as a privilege and an opportunity. Walking can boost your mood, clear your head, energy, and social life, making you feel more connected and vibrant, while improving your health, reducing your risk of chronic diseases, and increasing your lifespan. Make it something you look forward to, not a chore. Anticipate the positive feelings and benefits you'll experience. That's how you build a habit that lasts, transforming walking into a sustainable and enjoyable part of your life. Let's focus on what really matters, the life-changing benefits of moving more. Walking strengthens your heart, lowers blood pressure, and reduces your risk of heart disease and stroke. It boosts your mood, fights anxiety and depression, and improves sleep. Regular walking grows your brain, sharpens memory, and protects against cognitive decline. It increases your energy, improves circulation, and helps manage weight. Walking also stabilizes blood sugar and lowers your risk of type 2 diabetes. It builds stronger bones, prevents osteoporosis, and keeps joints healthy. The benefits touch every part of your body and mind. The step count is just a tool. The real reward is a healthier, happier you. So don't get hung up on the number. Every step is an investment in your future self. Celebrate the movement, not just the metric. That's the real magic. So what's the verdict? 10,000 steps is a catchy slogan, not a scientific rule. The real goal is simple. Move more than you did yesterday and make it a habit you enjoy. Start small, take a short walk, use the stairs, or park farther away. Every step adds up to big health benefits over time. Focus on progress, not perfection, and celebrate your wins. Thanks for watching. If this helped you, please like, share, and subscribe. Stay healthy, stay curious, and I'll see you in the next video.